Mahamudu Bawumia, or Kachra say, the king of Saudi Arabia, see a medical university, 2019. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. 6 years, we didn't see any Saudi king come to build any medical facility. No Saudi king. This guy calls himself a leader. He's a liar. Near to Kroma, or say Saudi king is see a medical university we are, or basically 42 senior high schools. Before that, now Bawumia catch Ghana for Oni Akufo-Addo catch say Omoba see 350 senior high schools in their first year. Mr. S, get me the document and get me the video. Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia Jina Ghana for him catch say yani NPP for including Kennedy, including Bride Champon, including Kentry, including Community Japan, including Bawumia. We are going to build 350 senior high schools in 2016. In 2015, that is what they told us. We should give them the power. Bawumia and Akufo-Addo, Kennedy, Japan, Bride Champon, they belong to the same family. They told us, say, yam for 2 million our education, yam kwarano edisia and hiomo 350. As we sit here for 8 years, this businessman could not build one school. Now you see, I'm trying to let you see the difference between Sanko Fowe, the NPP. Whoever represents the NPP is a liar. They are businessmen. They are just making money. They don't care about you. And it's not draw some line. Yeah, cratch for party. We are party of elite. They wanted to create that impression in your head. Send a bear obi to bekwaya. No, who say MPP nibi wa kra, or who is on nyansa. Into a fear cra no ba bekwaya kase. Yani one cran, yeah, police is more, see yo yate. No, I don't Jimmy to bekwaya. So obi to mention Souta or bar or say, hey, a cratch for no one crying. Into which Jimmy to say sticker or swatting crying, eh, yeah, a jumamaye. When we creating line be able to war, the people cannot cross it. The people cannot cross it. Sanka Bawumia enyi napo sani running meter. Na mumudu do nimsa napo Jimmy anamebwa until he was given the room to express himself. They have 1,000 of them in the NPP. They are just businessmen. They make money out of you people. They are liars. And you see, sometimes the reason why they hate me is that when I sit here and I speak on the issues, I bring you along. I make you see the difference between these liars and why we are not supposed to hand over the country to these liars. 2019 Bawumia ka asase mo eche inkremoni a wodo mo mabofo ma wo ka no kure. Bawumia is a selfish liar. One ne yere no. Enti Adam and Eve omumye ne dia beduru hande Bawumia ne eye Samira. Ogotna na Samira to work asa I saw economist. Bawumia and Samira, Samira kaso ye campaign about Bawumia. Obeje Samira ye economist because they ni kunu di no eno bi no odi. Atrona ni kunu master no eno na bi na wa master. Into betena so you know my husband, he's an economic waste kid. You know when the economy, because it is not about being too intelligent, it's about being confident in your lies. Enti Obane sua Bawumia, Samira sua Bawumia when it comes to opportunities and creating opportunities for people. Onim nyansa na obetum ya and it's obedi first lady for a second lady for 8 years. We cannot still see her impact in Ghana. And then Bob Samira dia na okay kunkum bajia dia na okay wear makeup dia na okay wa party room. She does not represent anything. She does not symbolize anything. We cannot sit and say Samira be okay no. It is only makeup that will come into your head. But when I mention say okay Lordina Mahama or say Lordina Mahama concurrenza Lordina Mahama there okay Lordina Foundation ejuma wa ye nim the clinics in the hospital and they bought a year den Kofo Akufo-Addo yere Rebecca Dia then okay Rebecca Foundation and now ne mba ne beti foundation be wia isika Rebecca Foundation won kai na Rebecca Akufo-Addo nim na you know the people they don't represent anything. It is about them. It's about their selfish interests. Ubo Kofo Yiridin, she represented something. Ubo Nana Kudedo Ajima Rawlings, apart from me having my problems with her, allowing the Akufo-Addo dems to enter her family, to destroy her family and destroying her husband, apart from her being too greedy when it comes to political positions, she was very impactful as a first lady in Ghana. One of the most impactful first ladies in Ghana. 31st December Women's Movement, every single community and village in Ghana, a woman was touched. That is the kind of woman we are looking for. John Mahama's wife, go and search on Atamel's wife, her impact when it came to their basic education. Mubina na all koto or Ghana around the nation or call school bia na teachers like say omo materials no omo ko for the week ebi mbaya MP focus say chalk ni wono her impact on basic education primary her impact. This is what we talk about. Nasanko Fowe, what do they represent? What does Baumia represent? What does Samira represent? Samira represent Instagram. She represents makeup. She represents the Kunku Baja. What does she represent? Nothing. So why should we hand over a country to people like these who have no responsibility in life? Apart from he having an economic background, he was forcing himself in a situation or a space which he had limited knowledge about. And sometimes when you sit back, with all due respect to him, he is very good at what he does. But some people try to fit into places where they know that their knowledge or they don't have that kind of knowledge in. There are some people like that in the system. And because we have been able to let or enlighten Ghanaians, such people are now finding it difficult to just be coming out every day to speak. Now, what they do is they hide behind people's articles. What they do is they hide behind people's statements to see, say, they can be relevant. And sometimes people think, say, oh, people cannot lie again. People cannot lie to the system again. People cannot draw a line between some group of people and Ghanaians again. Right now, there's nothing like we mu nimnyansa chen we mu TV so ntomo ye better chen we mu de ya omo ten kran to mu nimnyansa chen we mu. That line is gone. We have been able to clean that line. We have been able to bridge that gap. Into today, when you are sitting on news file and you are speaking, you are not any exceptional intelligence. We don't see you as an exceptional intelligence. And it's a weird intelligence. When you sit on TV3 to speak, we don't see you as a unique individual. When you sit on any platform to talk, we don't see you as what you are saying is not something that we cannot verify. Because in the past, hardly could we verify anything because access to information was difficult. How many people had money to even buy data to access the internet? How many people were able to freely go and ask questions for AI to give you exact answers? How many people had the time to go to library to go look for a specific book to go and read on a specific topic? But today, you don't need to have a book. You need to just have something, a gadget in your finger, in your hand, and then do what? And search or research or ask questions. And that is why the so-called elites, as we speak today, it looks like they are fading out. They are not fading out. They are there. The problem is they are getting competitors. The people they did not respect, the people they underestimate their intelligence, they have become their competitors. In terms of saying, sometimes he does some things, he makes some statements, he does some analysis, and you're like, that is how it is. When we call evolution. When we talk evolution, when there's change, when there is change in wisdom, when there's change in how we consume information around us or in our environment now, there's this evolution whereby things that we appreciated and were scared of, we start to see those things as part of our thinking. And there are people today you watch them on TV and you're like, but this analysis and this statement is basically jandam, and that is the level of intelligence and change in the way people we get access to information. It is a metiha. Sometimes I'm on my show, I'm talking, I'm speaking on something. In the next 2 seconds, somebody has already cut that piece and started sharing on their page. That is the new world. So you cannot say you are the repository or you are the headquarters of intelligence or wisdom. Knowledge is everywhere. Nobody can intimidate it. It does not matter your degrees. It does not matter school awako. A young man can question you on something he believes or knows after researching that you are lying about it. In terms of they are not so exceptional again. You see right now, you see them, you watch them, and you're like, these people, initially we thought they were that smart, not knowing they are not that smart. It is not them. It is technology. It is the way we have embraced it. It is the way we have brought you along. And the Kasa, and some people you thought, Nana Dankwe Kufuado in 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2000. Ekufuado kasa, the whole Ghana has a Jimmy. When Ekufuado speaks, when he was speaking in those times or those days, Obi owa Ghana bia na odwin say Ekufuado nimnyansa chen obia. All because one, Ekufuado them created then this gas around them. Say yeah dear, ya call school, yeah dear, near papa ni way, yeah dear nim no winim. But time everybody na expose you say na Sunday Ekufuado kura we Jimmy Chen ntafo. Enye Ghana ntafo e wo more mass. Sunday Ekufuado Jimmy said mass ntafo. Because as we sit here, ntafo e wo more mass omuti mu hihye omuntumi nwene. Enti as time went on, there are some people na you respect who say we mu kura so mu nim nyansa nchen yesa. Hwe obi ti so safomafo. And the safomafo to na okasa afa economics one and also oka economy one so we can say how did we make this guy a finance minister? Send the safomafo gina ho. Na so safomafo kasa. Say, how did Osafomafo become a finance minister? And who be to say a free yakoto? Now Ojina kasa. How did this guy become a Greek minister for 8 years? So there's so many people in the system now. When you listen to them, you ask yourself, say, then your man go for a chance. And the Baumia kasa, Baumia to me kasa, you tweet and you questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that I stated in 2014 that if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you